Welcome back. In our previous conversation, we explored the interplay of the light and dark feminine energies, discovering the reach and complexity of our inner world. If you haven't watched that video, I'll put the link here. Today, I want to take you deeper, beyond the dance, into a space that's even more personal. True feminine energy versus wounded feminine energy. If you ever feel like you're running on empty, pleasing everyone by yourself, or just not comfortable in your own skin, chances are you are being tapped into your wounded feminine energy without even realizing. But here's the good news: we can heal, grow, and reclaim your authentic power. Let's do this together. First, let's talk about the true feminine energy. This isn't about being perfect or fitting into a made up mold. It's about feeling at home in your body and soul, trusting in your intuition, and knowing your worth is not for debate. When you stand in your true feminine energy, you're confident without the need of external approval. You embrace your emotions while staying in your healthy boundaries. You allow your creativity, compassion, and love to flow without sacrificing yourself in the process. Think of it as a gentle, steady glow letting you within, timeless of resilience and unboundedly you. In this state, you don't have to hustle for validation. Instead, you're radiating a quiet power rooted in self respect. This is where your divine feminine awakening happens. You honoring your natural cycles of life, finding meaning in each phase, and recognizing that you're an evolving body and heart and soul tells a story worth celebrating. Now, let's face the other side, the wounded feminine energy. This is often comes from pain we carry for too long, old traumas, culture pressure, and generational wounds passed down through family. You might see it showed up as people pleasing, insecurity, jealousy, feeling like you need to chase constant approval. Maybe you give and give until you're drained, or you stay in unhealthy relationships because deep down you're afraid you don't deserve better. Wounded feminine energy in a female, or even wounded feminine energy in men, shows up as over sacrifice, fear of aging, or losing external beauty, a desperate need for attention and admiration, or even passive aggressive behavior. We might clinch into the illusion of fear of emotionally honesty and trying to fill our emptiness with someone else's energy. But let's be clear, this isn't who you truly are. It is a mask that you learned how to wear in order to survive. This wounded state doesn't come out of nowhere. It's often rooted in wounds of feminine imprints we have inherited through patriarchal systems or personal traumas. Centuries of being told that we must serve others before ourselves, or that our value lies in pleasing and perfecting, have left deep scars. Media culture and even well meaning family members might thought you to fear your aging body, to doubt your inner voice, or measure your worth by superficial standards. But here's the key: acknowledging that you carry these wounds is the first step towards healing your feminine womb. Awareness cracks the doors open to transformation, healing the feminine womb and reclaiming your true feminine essence. Healing wounded feminine energy is not about blaming yourself from the past. It is about understanding where the pain comes from and choosing to step into a new story. Let's talk about some ways to begin your wounded feminine healing journey. First, self awareness. Recognizing when you are acting from your old wounds. Maybe you catch yourself feeling inferior or overextending your kindness until you're empty. Awareness gives you choice. Shadow work. Be willing to look into the parts of yourself that you have rather avoid. Journaling, meditation, or therapy can help you bring these hidden fears of insecurities into the light. When we name our pain, we begin to heal it. Set boundaries. Practice saying no without guilt. Your time and your energy is sacred. Protecting them is an act of self love and the key to healing your wounded feminine energy. Self compassion. Healing isn't linear or overnight. Be gentle with yourself. Speak kindly to yourself as you would to a dear friend who's learning how to stand tall. Reconnecting with your body, engaging in practice that brings you home to yourself, like movement, dance, womb meditations, or simply place your hands on your heart and womb, making that connection and that intention to awaken your divine feminine energy often starts to remembering that your body is not your enemy but is your ally. As you work through the steps, you begin to transform the wounded energy that once weighed you down into something freer, lighter, and deeply authentic. Imagine a life where you make decisions from a place of confidence and inner peace. You attract healthier relationships that respects your boundaries. You see aging not as a loss, but as a chapter that adds wisdom and depth to your story. Instead of comparing yourself or competing, you collaborate and celebrate. That is the promise of stepping fully into your feminine energy. By healing the feminine wounds, you reclaim your intuition, your creativity, and your capacity to love deeply without losing yourself. Your relationships become more meaningful and you connect with life cycles rather than to fight them. If this resonated with you, you're not alone. So many of us are in this path of learning how to recognize that old patterns and shift into a space of empowerment. If you're already feeling the call to continue this work, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and enjoy this community where we uplift and inspire each other. True feminine energy is waiting beneath the wounds. It is your birthright. Embrace it, honor it, and watch it as life begins to flow more naturally. You are worthy of wholeness, freedom, and beauty that emerge when your inner and outer worlds finally align. Thank you for being here, for listening, and having the courage to heal. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself and trust that every step you take towards inwards is a step closer to your authentic feminine power.